Hello everyone and welcome to Ganapati's channel. Today I want to focus a little bit on breathing and some breath work. And I want to teach you a very calming breath, which is the main standard breath we use in Ganapati, which is called the Ujjayi breath. Now Ujjayi is a Sanskrit term which pops up in yoga and Buddhist texts and means cry of the victor, but it's a really misleading term. It has to do with a cultural thing, as the Buddhists call the victor. It doesn't mean warfare in itself, but rather some conquest, right? But it's not really a good term for us Westerners, so when I saw it taught, usually in yoga places or in Buddhist places, this usually glosed as oceanic breath. And this is a better way, I think, to understand this kind of breath. It's a better metaphor and an image because we're going to move the breath basically like the coming and going of the tide, like some waves. And I'm going to teach you to you very simply, but for this we need to exaggerate a little bit. Since it's very difficult to teach breath, especially in video, I'm going to first exaggerate it with my mouth, and I'm going to breathe in and out with my mouth, but the breath is done only through the nose. In my case, the nose is quite big, so it's easier for you. So imagine that we have our glasses and we want to mist the glasses to clean them. So we should do something like, right? And as you can see, it has missed a little bit already. Let me try it again. You see, missed it, right? So the main idea is that we're going to do the same out. We're also going to try to do the same in the same duration and same intensity. And this is important, intensity. It's not a short breath or explosion. It's just a constant breath. So it sounds like this. Again, I'm using my mouth just to exaggerate. This is not performed with the mouth itself. And now, once you get this kind of movement, the breath never stops. It's never like, or it's never short, staccato, like a cry or expulsion. It's just a constant wave, and the constant part is very important. So once we get the movement, now we're going to do it, but we're going to do it a little bit with slightly different, with a slight difference, which is using our nose. So I'm not going to be able to record the sound because it's just very quiet, but I'm going to do it with my hands. Bear in mind that the hands are just for demonstration purpose only. You don't have to move your hands or anything else. So use it and or at whichever rhythm you like. But it is that it's a constant rhythm. It's a constant rhythm. You don't want to sharpen any part of it. And it's a back and forth, like the tide, or like the waves lapping the shore. So this is the basic idea of it. And why is it useful? Because in the text they say the mind and the breath, they are like two schools of fish. When one school goes this way, the other goes that way also. And when we start getting anxious, when we start getting stressed, or breathing changes, it becomes more rushed, more tight. So if we bring back the breath to a more relaxed way, the mind will follow. So next time we're stressful, first we're going to sit in our home and we're going to practice this, perhaps 2 or 3 minutes before for another kind of meditation. Just going back and forth. You can even rock if you like a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. And then, when we're stressed, we're going to remember this and we're going to use this, and this will bring us to a more open space, to a more open state of mind right away. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week. Thank you, bye bye.